Welcome to this in-field training session where we will show you how to use a dumpy level. The first thing you'll need is a tripod. You get different types of tripods. Some are wooden, some are aluminium. For dumpy level, most of the times an aluminium one should work pretty fine. The first thing we do is place our dumpy level onto our plate and then make sure that we fasten it nice and tight. Next thing we're going to do is level our dumpy level. As you can see that it's got 3 foot screws. So we'll always turn 2 foot screws at a time to ensure maximum distance is covered when leveling. This will be the correct way how to level your dumpy level.
Welcome to the dumpy level, or as some of you might know it, automatic level theory training. So the first thing we'll talk about is setting up. There's a few points that we need to know when we're setting up our dumpy level. The first one is make sure you have got a light tripod. Second one, make sure you keep the dumpy level horizontal to avoid damage or collimation error. Number 3, ensure using 2 foot screws at a time to bubble your dumpy level faster. And then number 4, we'll speak about good practice. So let's go a bit deeper in each of these individual points. Starting at number 1, make sure you have a light tripod, or for this matter, even the right tripod. The lighter the tripod when you're using an automatic or a dumpy level, the better. It makes it easy to move around, and once you've placed your legs out in a certain position, if all your bolts are tight, it should stay in that position, allowing you to place your dumpy level in a level position faster every time when you move around. So the faster you can set up your dumpy level, the better, and that's what we want. Let's look at the next point. In this point, we will discuss why it's important to keep your dumpy level horizontal when you take it out of the box and put it onto your tripod. The reason for this is using your dumpy level carelessly, turning it upside down, and maybe even bumping it might lead to an error or even a collimation error before the calibration time is due. A collimation error obviously helps us to know when we need to do some adjusting, but using the instrument carelessly might just lead to an error in the field, which is absolutely something you want to avoid. So taking care of your instrument means that it won't let you down. Let's look at the next point. Ensure using 2 foot screws at a time to bubble your dumpy level faster. Why is this important? 1. If you use 1 foot screw at a time, you can overextend a foot screw leg and damage your dumpy level. Number 2. Ensure that the foot screw has got the same amount of movement to both up and down. So what we mean by that is, make sure that when you place your dumpy level on top of your tripod base plate, that your foot screws are all on equal lengths. What this does is when you move your tripod around with your dumpy level on top of it, it's more likely to stay level. If you have got extended foot screws and you move your dumpy around, you'll always have to do a lot of adjustment to get it level again. But if your foot screws are more or less the same length, and you know that you place your tripod as level as possible, you'll always have the minimal amount of movement to do on your dumpy level in order to get it as level as possible. And using 2 foot screws at a time means that we've got double the movement on the dumpy level. So when we use 2 foot screws together or apart from each other, double the movement takes place that would have happened if we just used 1 foot screw. So it's much faster, and in the end it just helps you get your setup done in a quicker and a faster manner. Then let's look at the last point, which is good practice. The term good practice is simply just a term which means developing principles and methods that works for you, that allows you to set up your dumpy level faster and help you to work faster and get better results continuously. So the faster you can do a setup, it means the faster you can go to a site or do a job and get it done. And that's what we want. We just want to equip you with ways and methods to really make your work faster and more precise. One of the key principles and great practices we always use is, we as surveyors, we always double check, and we stick to that motto. So when you're in the field, always remember to double check. That's it for this video. See you next time.